As this is the first quiet moment I have had since our splashdown on Earth, I must now apologize for the delay in sending you my report, gentlemen. I will now begin. But the question is where? This is Captain Henry Gloval reporting. I will attempt to reconstruct the incredible chain of events which led to the, shall we say, unforeseen and abrupt disappearance of the SDF-1. It was during the inaugural festivities when, without warning, the shipboard defense systems activated in response to some unknown signal.
Hey, what's going on here?
What is it, Claudia? What's wrong?
Every system aboard the ship is starting up without being turned on. The defense system is activating the main gun to fire.
Боже мой, Невский. With a crew as inexperienced as that of the SDF-1, we were completely at the mercy of the alien forces. Their vastly superior technology had produced an array of armaments the likes of which had never been even imagined on Earth. Our defense forces, raw recruits fresh out of the Space Academy, fought bravely, but were almost powerless against the might of the alien armada. It was at this time that we had our first close look at the aliens. Calculations made from the information found in the SDF-1 proved to be correct. Incredibly, their molecular and genetic structures seemed to be the same as ours. In fact, except for their enormous size, 9 or 10 times that of humans, they were indistinguishable from us. Finally, we attempted to lift off using the untested anti-gravity control system. We were, unsuccessful.
What is going on?
No!
Trim the pitch attitude immediately.
It must be the gyroscope.
No, look! What? The gravity pods are breaking away!
What is it? Oh, no! They're tearing away from the ship instead of lifting it.
This can't be happening.
Captain, the ship is losing altitude rapidly!
Please, tell me I'm just dreaming.
Excuse me, sir?
It's a nightmare. Our liftoff attempt was a disaster, but we eventually rejoined the defense forces out in space. A direct attack by the aliens destroyed almost all of our forces. I had no choice but to escape back into the Earth's atmosphere. It was at that time, and I accept full responsibility for my actions, that I gave the order to execute a hyperspace fold operation. Needless to say, we were completely unprepared for what happened. Instead of the planned default point near the moon, we found ourselves just beyond the orbit of Pluto. The battleships Daedalus and Prometheus had been carried into space along with the SDF-1, as had Macross City, the entire island, and even some of the surrounding ocean. We succeeded in mooring the ships to the space fortress, and they have since become integral parts of the SDF-1. We also brought aboard all of Macross City's 70,000 inhabitants. This operation, too, was a complete success. The civilians soon started reconstruction work, utilizing materials from the island, and their situation became almost normal. It was after the disappearance of the fold system that we found we could not fire the main gun, so I ordered a modular transformation. It was a drastic measure, but one that had to be taken.
All there, tech scramble! All there, tech scramble!
Enough is enough. We will now carry out Dr. Lang's modular transformation on my command.
Modification percentage at 11.50.
We developed a recovery system to take care of the massive damage to Macross City, should we again need the transformation. There finally came a time when we were able to launch a counterattack on the enemy from deep within the ice fields of Saturn. The remaining reflex furnaces could not produce enough energy for a complete force field, so our science officer developed a manually controlled means of defense called the pinpoint barrier. It was this barrier that was first put to good use in the Daedalus attack, our first victory.
I can't move it fast enough, I'll never make it!
It should be noted that Dr. Lang and his science team have been recommended for special commendations. By this time, unfortunately, we were reaching dangerously low levels in fuel, vital supplies, medicines, everything. We replenished our stores at Mars Base Serra. This nearly turned out to be the end of our journey. The enemy had planted the entire zone surrounding the base with underground gravity mines.
Robotech will return after this. Robotech is back now.
We're in trouble! The 6th, 8th, and 18th attack squadrons have all been wiped out!
Calm down. I have a plan that might help us to get out of this trap.
How can we get to them when they're underground?
I know something about this base. There was a reflex furnace put in far beneath it. If we could just get to it and blow it up.
Probability check? It looks like it will work.
All right, we'll start the operation immediately. Lieutenant Hayes is on the base. Tell her to find the furnace controls and turn them on.
Yes, sir. You want me to blow the base up?
I want you to put the furnace into overdrive so it will blow up and destroy the enemy's mine system. It's our only chance.
There. That should do it. Got to hurry.
Warning! Furnace fuel reaching critical mass. Danger! Danger! Security systems at failsafe point. Furnace in overload. Evacuate. 15 minutes to meltdown. Evacuate. Evacuate.
Only the bravery of Lieutenant Commander Hayes made it possible for us to escape the aliens' trap. I am of the opinion that the aliens wanted only to capture the SDF-1, not to destroy it, otherwise we wouldn't have escaped. Morale was high. We even organized a beauty contest. But with Earth in sight and surrounded by countless enemy ships, we had little time to celebrate. Until this time, we had been unable to communicate with Earth defense. All channels to headquarters were jammed continuously. How, I don't know. And then one day all jamming ceased.
Oh, sir, I'm receiving a communication, but I'm not sure it's coming from Earth.
Well, Sammy, I suggest we listen to it then.
Yes, sir.
In the name of the Zentradi forces, you are ordered to surrender. The last attack was just a warning. You cannot escape. Surrender.
Enough! It was amazing how little time it took for them to learn our language. And we found that the Zentradi meant what they said. After the destruction of the radar tower, I dispatched Lieutenant Commander Hayes and a cat's eye on a reconnaissance mission to the Zentradi fleet. Our reconnaissance ship was damaged and then captured by the Zentradi forces. Lieutenant Rick Hunter and his squadron attempted to rescue Commander Hayes, but were themselves captured. There seemed to be no way to escape. Then they were taken to the main fleet of the Zentradi Armada. There, they were questioned at length by the supreme commander of the Zentradi, a being who called himself Dolza.
Welcome aboard, Your Majesty. Greetings, Earthlings. My name is Dolza, Commander-in-Chief of all the forces of the Zentradi. You will now submit to my interrogation. Why do you insist upon attacking us in this outrageous manner?
He speaks our language.
Yeah, he speaks all right, but what's this outrageous stuff?
Ben, for once in your life, will you just listen and be quiet?
Seems our communication methods are working.
Tell us what you know of protoculture.
Forget it. I don't know anything about it.
Stop your lying. Why do you insist upon attacking us?
What are you talking about? You're the guys who are attacking us.
You deny you've made a secret weapon.
And what is your knowledge of protoculture?
What is this protoculture? What could it possibly be, and why do they think we have it?
You, female. I think it is still possible that you do not understand with whom you are dealing. The forces of the Zentradi are the most powerful in the known universe. And be sure we will discover your use of protoculture.
Just a minute. Nobody here has the slightest
Enough, Ben. I will no longer submit myself or my men to your questions.
So, the little female is in charge here. Interesting. It seems you are drastically underestimating the seriousness of your predicament, young lady. We are in possession of the power to destroy the space fortress in Necros City in the blink of an eye. If you doubt my word, watch what happens to that planet.
Destroyed it!
Perhaps now you'll understand the power of the Zentradi and begin giving me some answers.
Let us consider it.
Very well, you may deliberate, but do it quickly.
There's a way out of this. Think, Lisa, think. There's got to be some way of bluffing them. But what could it possibly be?
I thought I told you to do your thinking quickly.
There must be some reason they choose not to destroy us. I don't believe you have enough power!
Impertinence!
Are you crazy?
Let me handle this. The SDF-1 has much greater power than this bucket of bolts.
Commander, look out!
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
And now, my feisty female, I wish to know by what process you become Micronians. Answer me at once, or I'll crush every bone in your body.
Stop squeezing her! We're born into this world as Micronians.
Born, did you say?
Yes, but born from what is the question?
From our mothers, what do you think?
And how does that happen? Well, it sort of starts with kissing.
Demonstrate this kissing for us.
You can't be serious. There's no way I'm gonna kiss him.
Demonstrate this kissing, or I'll crush all of you.
Wait! I'll be the one to demonstrate.
Well, all right. Make sure you do.
So, now, listen, Lieutenant Hutter, I want you to kiss me.
Huh?
I want to get their reaction on my video recorder.
All right then, but why don't you do it with Ben?
Because I'd rather do it with you, Rick.
Then you'd better make it a command.
You will now proceed.
I'm giving you a direct order.
Whatever you say, Commander.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Forgive me, Min-May.
This results from protoculture?
Protoculture?
Why does he keep mentioning it?
Take them out of here. Get these Micronians out of my sight at once.
We still do not understand what frightened the Zentradi. They have nothing to fear. Their bodies are so incredibly strong they can even survive unprotected in the vacuum of space. They have more firepower than we can even imagine. Well, the situation is extremely critical and drastic measures will... Yes, what is it?
I thought you might like some fresh coffee, Captain.
Thank you, Lisa. That was very kind of you. It smells wonderful. I did not realize what time it was.
There we are, sir. Wow. I never thought I'd see anything as beautiful as this ever again.
Yes, I feel the same way. You know, I have a confession to make. Now, it seems a little silly, but I had a bad omen when I took command of the ship, that something terrible would happen. It was a feeling that is very difficult to explain, that something terrible would happen to us, that we would be changed forever.
Well, Captain, in a way, you weren't wrong.
This ship still has its secrets, Lisa. But what?
In the next episode of Robotech, Rick is secretly ordered to fly Min-May to Japan to visit her family. The reunion is cut short when Min-May says she will not leave the SDF-1. Meanwhile, Captain Gloval and Lisa Hayes try to convince the United Earth government that continued fighting with the Zentradi will lead to the total destruction of the Earth. Be with us for Homecoming, next on Robotech.